Good evening, Salam Alaikum, and Namaskar, and welcome everybody to the 24th Outreach and Knowledge Transfer session by J&A Bharat HSE Foundation and J&A Global HSE Foundation. We are going to have a very interesting topic today, which is of interest to everybody, to you, to me, to your family, to our employees, and everybody. That's very important topic and insight into the road safety in India and global best practices. If you recall our LinkedIn post, it is very unfortunate that India is contributing to the 11% of that road fatalities, fatalities due to the road accidents. It's very, very alarming figure, in fact. 11% in the whole world road traffic accident is coming from India. We felt that this topic is very important, and today we are having a subject matter expert to talk about this particular topic. Also, he'll be highlighting on the global best practices. So, without much losing much time, we would like to uh, continue with our session. Before we continue, we will have a welcome remarks by our foundation's founding trustee, Mr. Jitu Patel. Before that, I just want to tell you that kindly mute your microphone and you can raise the hand whenever you want to speak. It's better we switch off your camera so that connectivity will be good. And you can always post your queries, suggestions in the chat box. We have a Q&A moderator, Mr. Adavi Bala Srikant. He is also one of the BCSP ambassador. And this meeting is being recorded for our future reference. And kindly register your name, company name, designation, email ID in the chat box for the future communications. Please stay for the ceremony group photo at the end of the vote of thanks. You can copy the meeting link and share with your friends for joining. It is already there in the chat box. You can also QR code is there for the J&A WhatsApp group. You can always scan and join in the WhatsApp group for further updates. So that's about our introduction. And we have a two-part agenda. And agenda one will be the general introduction about our foundation. And agenda two will be about the key topic. So agenda one will be going for 15 minutes or so. And agenda two will be about 45 minutes, followed by the Q&A session. And as I was telling that we have a wonderful founding trustee, very energetic founding trustee with us, Mr. Jitu Patel. And Mr. Jitu Patel, we call him as a father of safety. As you see, the American Society of Safety Professionals is about 110 years, and almost 40% of that organization's life, he has been a member in that. And he is the one who brought American Society of Safety Professional outside US to Saudi Aramco or Saudi Arabia in the year 1981. There is a lot of list of things to tell about him, but it's always we'll have a separate session to talk about him as well as his achievements. So let me invite him for his welcome remarks, Mr. Jitu.
Ashok ji, thank you and welcome to everybody. Namaskar. I begin with honoring our guest speaker, Mr. Pravish ji, who is our keynote speaker for today's topic. We probably have some corporate dignitaries, educators like Professor Ramana Sahab, HSE professional leaders, and distinguished delegates. On behalf of J&A Bharat and Global HSE Foundation's governance and its two founding trustees, a very warm welcome to all of you. To continue, everyone knows the person who began the webinar today, our very dear friend and a co-founding trustee, Mr. Ashok Garlapati ji. His remarkable contributions to the HSE profession have been known to many, many, many people throughout the world. And he has developed countless number of HSE professionals globally. I'm proud to share that Mr. Ashok Garlapati ji is serving currently as the president of Board of Certified Safety Professional Organization, effective from January 1st, 2024. About 3 years ago, he was recognized with the most prestigious and the highest fellow honor awarded by the American Society of Safety Professionals, which is the oldest and possibly the largest HSE professional organization. Also, his employers, Kuwait Oil Company, had awarded him with the highest employee honor. That says it all. Ashokji, would you be kind to honor us all to give a brief about both the foundations, Bharat as well as Global HSE Foundations, please?
Thank you so much, Jitu Saab. Within few minutes of your time, you covered so much, and thank you for a brief introduction about myself also. And it is our giant efforts that we are doing our 24th OKT session. And I'm sure many of our friends who have joined earlier sessions, they would have seen our contributions, but the people who are joining first time, we would like to briefly talk about our foundations. And Mr. Jitu and myself, we have been collaborating on several fronts through many organizations. You name it, ASSP, BCSP, or GSHP, or other organizations. So these are the little blue flags you see there. And in one way or the other, we have been supporting the professionals from this part of the world, this many countries, I can say. And we wanted to do something more for Bharat, something more for India. And we were all really thinking, what is the current status in India? There are so many organizations already functioning in India, but there is one thing is not there, is a foundation concept. So that's what we have introduced to India almost 2 years back in 2022. And these are the statistics from the ILO, which is International Labour Organization. Unfortunately, India is standing on the top with reference to the industrial accidents. Again, as I was telling, that 11% of the road traffic accidents are contribution from India. So we are very, unfortunately, we are not good with respect to the industrial accidents as well as to the road safety accident, road accidents, So we wanted to bring the concept which is already functioning in US and Western part of the world, the foundation in the HSE. So that's what we brought to our India, and our Bharat HSE Foundation was launched virtually on 24th March 2022. After the COVID, as you know, everything is going on virtually, online, digital. So we took that opportunity and established this particular foundation on 25th of March 2022. And as I was telling, that the concept is new to India, which is not a membership organization. It is purely a charity-based organization, and we collaborate with the professional organizations, corporate organizations, academic institutions, individuals, and philanthropists. And our vision, we do have developed a mission, vision, and objectives. As simple as that, our mission is to protect people, property, and the environment by advancing health, safety, and environmental profession, education, and training resources. So how we are achieving that, we developed several objectives. These are the objectives which I'm briefly talking about. We would like to advance the OSH profession, to support and promote occupational safety health as a career among the choice among the students, where our Professor Ramana is making a huge contribution in that aspect, to inspire and develop leaders, to provide education and developmental opportunities, recognition of individuals, and to provide the HSC courses and trainings and awareness programs, which Dr. Lakshmi Narayan is our chair for the welfare and health, and Mr. Ugandar Fani is also chair for the knowledge transfer. So they're also putting best efforts to take our to use our foundation as a platform to provide the resources to the community. And we also will have the common understanding, similar objectives with the organizations like a Safety Engineers Association or the Center for HSE, and so many organizations. We already signed MOUs where Mr. Ram Prasad ji is our chair for our partnerships and the synergy. He is making a huge contribution there, and our foundation is officially registered as per the rules and regulations of Government of India. We have all the required documentation, and everything is done. We do have three programs going on now. One is a professional development grant. Another one is the industrial accident victim family support grant. Because of the very informal activities going on in India, the insurance system and other things are there, but I don't know how much it is being implemented. So we wanted to support their families who are getting killed at the industrial accidents. We do have that program. And this is the new program which we introduced, J&A Keval Shanti program, basically for the students. Madam Dhruti Thakur, she is from New Jersey, USA. She is the sponsor of this program. So as part of this, we are providing the scholarship to the 4 students per year who are pursuing the HSE programs. This is a 2022, and we also have the 2023. Recently, Professor Ramana, as well as Mr. Dakshinamurthy, who is from Chennai, he is also our advocate. They visited the universities and handed over the honorarium on behalf of our foundation. And 2024 soon we will be announcing. And this is another program. We have the DL Shah Trust. In collaboration with the DL Shah Trust, we recognize the safety, health, environment, and sustainability professionals. These are the winners for the year 2023. And there are so many outreach knowledge sessions also going on by our Professor Ramana and Dr. Lakshmi Narayan, using every opportunity to showcase, to utilize the J&A platform for providing the community outreach sessions. There is another session in which they are planned this month, next month, which we'll be announcing shortly. So there are so many people are, providing or using this platform for reaching out to the community. Again, there are so many professionals attending now. They can always use this platform for the benefit of, providing objectives of our foundation to the community. You can also use go to our website and use the application for expression of interest. It can be the knowledge, it can be the financial support, it can be the volunteering. So there are so many ways you can give back to the community. So we do have a founding trustees and governance body and functional committee chair. So these are the members of our foundation governance body. And originally our concept was to have it for the India, and we felt or we received the request from other parts of the world also. So with that, we started this J&A Global HSE Foundation, and it was inaugurated by the Rixio Medina, who is a past president of ASSP. And so we started that and expanding our activities to the different parts of the world, including India. So this is just a general introduction about our foundation. We don't want to take much time in this part, but there is after our knowledge transfer session, we have a much more to tell about our activities and upcoming programs. So with that, I would like to briefly tell you that every month we do one outreach knowledge transfer session. This month we are focusing on the road safety. We conducted so many earlier sessions, and you can see in our YouTube channel all these recorded sessions. And today we have a very important topic. And before we start the topic, I just want to request our foundation's chair for the partnership synergy, Mr. Ram Prasad, to kindly introduce the speaker as well as the topic, because he is in India. He knows how much importance of this topic. Mr. Ram Prasad ji.
Good evening, Namaskar. I had actually made a small prepared speech. To be honest, I'm going to take extra few minutes, Ashokji.
Please go ahead, sir. The topic is so
Not the
important.
usual introduction that is expected from me. I have known Jitu Bhai and Ashok ji for maybe about 4 or 5 years now. I am partially associated with the HSE and I go with more of insurance as Ashokji mentioned. There is an interface between HSE and insurance because at the end of the day, what has to go wrong will go wrong. And an enterprise has to succeed if they have a proper insurance program. And hats off to these two gentlemen who are so humble in every approach of theirs. All of us know their backgrounds. Nevertheless, their humble approach, simple, and the passion to give back to this country. One of the reasons that attracted me to join J&A was the passion of Jitubhai and Ashokji to give back to this country, in spite of the fact that they have been overseas for almost the major part of their lives. Having said that, once again, gentlemen, congratulations, a fantastic job. And I have been very proud to be associated from the day of inception of J&A. Having said that, let me proceed to introduce our speaker, Mr. Prabesh, our keynote speaker, SME for this evening. Mr. Prabesh is an experienced HSE professional with a bachelor's degree in international diploma in occupational safety and health, a postgraduate in specialized safety management, and his academic credentials include a diploma in business management, specialization in environmental management, a Bachelor of Science and a diploma in fire and safety engineering. He also holds several HSE certifications, NEBOSH International General Certificates from UK, OSHO on occupational safety, health and administration, and a very interesting IMS lead auditor for ISO 9001, ISO 14001, and the latest 45001. He is a professional trainer certification expert, an IADC RIG Pass trainer, which is a very great job. That means he essentially trains on rigs. A trainer number, his number is given permit number to work and train. Rigging and slinging train and trainer. A result-oriented professional with a rich cross-functional experience of 16 plus years of implementing and monitoring a good HSE management system in various fields. He comes with a very rich experience in offshore drilling, workover activities, offshore facilities, construction work on flat top barges, jack-up barges, marine construction, logistics coordination, tug and barge dry docking, onshore and industrial facilities construction, across oil and gas plants and steel plants. Incidentally, I would like to add here that I am one of those people who ensure all these risks that he is talking about. Where Mr. Parvesh brings in his experience, I ensure the flat top barges, jack-up barges, marine construction, logistics coordination, offshore facilities, and so on and so forth. Going forward, high-rise building construction, highway and bridges construction, wherein again I provide an initial support. He is currently working as a QHSE manager in John Energy Middle East, upstream offshore drilling, workover, and completion services contracts in Kuwait. It's very wonderful to have you here, Mr. Prabesh. A pleasure and an honor to have you here. J&A is very proud to invite you, and we are honored that you're here to share your valuable thoughts and expertise. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, RPG, and it's opportunity for us to hand over to Mr. Prabesh for listening for almost 30 to 40 minutes from him, talking about the road safety issues as well as the global best practices. Would you like to share your screen, Prabesh, or you want me to go ahead and
Yes,
share?
sir, I will share it, sir.
Sure, thank you. Okay, let me share it. Let me stop it there. Perfect, perfect. We can see. So kindly adjust your timing so that we can complete by 45 minutes from now. So we will have another proceedings also. There will be HSC champ quiz also. So kindly listen to the presentation nicely because he is going to conduct the quiz based on his presentation, and we will have a wonderful gifts as well. Mr. Prabish, go ahead. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, thank you, Ashok ji, and thank you, Ram Prasad sir, for a wonderful introduction. And good evening, Assalamu alaikum, namaskar to everyone over here from India, Kuwait, all over the world. So today, see, I'm working in HSA field for almost 15 plus years, and for the last 10 years, as part of the job, I am just following the road safety statistics also, because I believe that road is not a good place to die. We have very good places. We can die in our home, we can die in a sofa, wherever. But road is not a good place to die. But unfortunately, a lot of people lost their life in roads, on roads when they are driving. So today, it is an interactive sections. I want everyone, when I ask something, you don't want to speak, but go to your chat box and shoot the answers over there. Okay. Maybe in a slide, I will be asking some questions. So don't wait for it. Go to your chat box and please give your answers over there. So it will be a very, very much interactive, because it's a very boring subject. People won't like to listen because we are talking about death, insurance, and everything. So by seeing the numbers, maybe we won't, the truth is there, but we won't, our mind won't accept that truth over there. So to make it more interactive, please make sure that you are giving your answers on the chat box. Please feel free to do that. So today we will be discussing about the global picture, what is happening all around the world on road safety. And we will be discussing about the road safety statistics for 2022. There is a very good report, 236 pages report as released by our Ministry of Roads and Highways from India. They have released a very good report. So I have taken the abstract basically from that particular report, what we are going to discuss today. Then there is a great initiative going on around the world, that is UN Decade of Road Safety. So what are the key measures they have implementing on each countries, that we will be discussing today, and what are the present road accident mitigation measures implemented in India, and what are the global best practices, and some general information. So this is what we are going to discuss today. See, so as a global picture, the traffic accidents are one of the leading causes of death around the world. There are people are dying with heart attack and other diseases, but there is traffic accidents is one of the biggest killers all around the world. So anybody can type it, as per UN World Health Organizations, in every year, how many, excuse me, sorry. As per the UN, can anybody tell that how many fatalities are happening all around the world? You can give your answers in the chat box, please. Any guess? All around the world, how many people are losing their life on roads? I'm not asking about the injuries, only just about the. Great, you can give your answers in the chat box. Please feel free to do that.
Somebody said 10 million, another said 1 million.
Yeah, 1 million. Yeah, great. So we will look onto that.
12 million, yeah.
Yeah, so it is nearly 1.3 millions deaths are happening all around the world. And more than that, 50 million injuries are happening every year. 50 million injuries are happening every year. So 1.3 million deaths are happening all around the world. And in that, almost 50 to 70% are happening on the very low income or middle income countries. So 2/3 of these particular road accidents are happening for the people between their working age. We normally work from 18 to 60. That is our working age. So 2/3, that is 75% of almost 70% of almost all the accidents, the people are dying between 15 to 18 to 59 of age. And other than that, this is bringing, because maybe in that also 80% of the people dying are men. because we are going out for the jobs and everything, and we are doing many hunky-punky things on the roads, taking very unsafe riding on the roads and everything. So it is actually having very big burden to the victims and their families and to the nation. And as per the cost calculation, we are losing almost around 3% of the annual gross income, GDP. We are losing 3% of the GDP of the national economic loss is happening due to this particular incidents. So 9 in 10 deaths are happening in the low income countries. Out of 10 people are losing their life, and 9 are in the low income countries. If you see the globally, as per WHO, they have divided the regions into various areas. You see that 28% of the fatalities are happening in the Southeast Asian region, where India, Pakistan, China, all other countries are available on there, where 28% of the fatalities are happening. 25% are happening on the Western Pacific region, and 19% in African region, 12% in the Americas, and 11% in the Eastern Mediterranean region, and only 5% in the European region. So you can see what is the difference of the people losing their life. So if you see the only 5% of the people are losing in the European region. So they have very, very good areas to die. They are not dying on roads. So if you see the fatalities on road user type, on the four-wheels vehicles, 30% are happening on fatalities are happening on four-wheel drives. Can anybody guess how many percentage of accidents happening to the two-wheel drives? Any guess? You can give your answers on the chat box, please. How many percentage of fatalities are happening on the by the two-wheelers? Great. Some answers are coming up. Wonderful. So now we look into the pedestrians. 23% fatalities are happening to the pedestrians. What is the wrong on the pedestrians? They are using the road to just to walk. So while walking on the road, 23% of the people are losing their life. And now coming to the powered two and three wheelers, 21% of fatalities are happening on the two wheelers and three wheelers combined over there. Cyclists are account for 6% of the fatalities, and the goods vehicles, big vehicles, buses, which is compromising of around 20% of the death. If you see, the main thing is pedestrians. Pedestrians are just walking on the road. Maybe they are crossing on the road. So 23% of the fatalities are happening to the pedestrians, and around 21% of the fatalities are happening on the powered two and three wheelers, two-wheeler users. So now we come to the Indian picture. So we just gone through this report of WHO. It is available in the WHO sites. It is there available. So if you come to the India, this is the report of 2022 only. So total of 4,61,312 road accidents are reported. It's reported. It's clearly reported as on all the Indian states and union territories. So you know that this is only 4,61,312 road accidents are only reported, because this is from the police report only. This particular data is capturing. So it may be 10 times more, it may be 20 times more, because we will see the difference when we go comparing with the international and Indian reporting systems, and which claims around 1,68,491 lives are lost. That means in every 1 minute we are losing around 4 people on the road. So 1,68,491 people died on road, and injury happened to 4,43,336 people. That is also even, but there is a comparison. WHO is telling that we have almost 2,16,000 people has lost their lives, and injuries are almost 2 million. Around 21 lakhs is the injury people as per the WHO report. They have a different reporting available over there. So if you see this one, in 2022, there are totally around 4,61,000 accidents happened, of which 32% of the accidents, that is 1,51,997 accidents, are happened on national highways. That include our express highway also. And 23.1% of accidents are happening on the state highways, and remain 2 lakhs plus incidents. That is 43.9% of accidents happen on the other roads. Can anybody guess how much percentage of fatalities happen on the highways? Can anybody tell what will be the percentage of fatality? This is actually the total accidents, that is out of 4,61,312. Can anybody tell what will be the percentage of the lives lost on the highways, national highways? Any guess? Great, we got some answers. So if you see, around 36.2%, that is 61,000 plus people lost, the 36.2% of the people lost their lives on the national highways, 24.3, that is 41,000 people lost their lives on the state highways, and 66,000 people lost their life on the other road, that is the normal PW road, Grama Panchayat road, whatever it is, In that, this is actually the fatality and the fatal accidents reported. How many fatal accidents are reported? In that, 35.7% are on national highways, 24.3 are on the state highways, and 40% means accident happened, and 35.7% of accidents result in the fatalities. That is basically this figure is showing over here. If you see the accidents, this is actually in 2021, we have 1,53,972 fatalities happened. So this year, 2022, 1,68,000, that is around 15,000 people lost their life. 15,000 families lost their bread given people. Maybe there will be children in that, there may be women in that, there may be men in that. There is a rise in the fatalities. It is not reducing basically. And if you see, for the fourth consecutive year, the fatal road accident victim largely of the young people. Can anybody guess? The young people means from 18 to 45. Okay, young people, that is the category, the middle-aged people or young people, it's coming to 18 to 45. Any guess how many percentage will be these victims, these young adults? Any guess how much will be the percentage of people included in this 18 to 45 age category lost their life? Any guess? Give your answers. Yeah, somebody is telling 35%, 25%, 65%, 31%. Wonderful. Great. Yeah, 60%. Great. So we have a few people close to that. We will see 66.5% of the people on the, that is mean from 18 to 45. Then again, there is some working group. We talk about working group that from 18 to 60 years age of. Any guess what will be the total? What will be the total percentage? If we include the total working group, that is from 18 years to 60 years, any guess what will be the total percentage of the people lost their life? How much will be the percentage total? We have to we have to give the total figures of that. Great. Some answers are coming up. Wonderful. Let's have a look on this. So we have almost 83.4% of the people are in this age group. 83% of the people lost their life that they are between the age of 18 to 60 years. So that is where the main economy, the GDP of the country is draining out. Lot of young people are losing their life. If you see the comparison chart, in this chart, we can see a comparison of 2021 and 2022. If you see, there is a change in accidents also. 11.9% of accidents percentage of change from 2001 to 2021 to 2022. And if you see the persons killed on the road accidents, which is almost 9.4% more. And number of injuries also increased to 15.3%. So that is the figure changing. So basically, we are not reducing any accidents. We are increasing the accidents. People are dying on the roads every day. If you see the chart of here, total number of accidents, fatalities, person injured for the last 5 years, if you take the data of 2018 to 2022, in 2020, definitely there will be a minus because nobody was on road. Everybody was on their home. on the log rooms. So in 2020, there will be a very big drastic down over there because Corona effect. So people are lost their life due to Corona, not due to road accidents. So every year, if you see, there is a drastic change on the accidents. If you see in 2018, it was 4,70,000 was there. And in 2022, it is 4,61. So there is a reduction in these 5 years of total accidents happened. And the fatalities, but fatalities in 2018 was only 1,57,593. But in this particular 2022, it become 1,68,491. There is a reduction in the accidents, but there is an increase in the fatality numbers and even the person injury. So this is the 5-year data which will give you a data of how we are performing. India is performing on the road accident data for the last 5 years. If you see this chart, this is basically talking about the type of road accidents. So it is converted into fatal accidents, grievous injury accidents. Grievous injury means the persons may be in coma, the persons may be amputated his legs, hands, whatever it is, and then they are having minor injury accidents and non-injury accidents. If you see that also, there is again changes happening on every year on that. With the fatal accidents from 2021, there is a 9.6% change over there. The grievous injury accidents, the 2021, it was only 1,26,394. But in 2022, if you see, it is 1,43,374. The percentage of share is almost 31%. And minor injury accidents, it's 29.3%. So if you see, there is increase in accidents every year, even if it is a fatal accidents, even if it's a grievous injury accident, minor injury accident, non-injury accidents, definitely it will be less numbers because nobody is reporting. If even when we go to the big cities like Bangalore, Delhi, Chennai, Kolkata, everywhere, when we go out of the road, there will be some touchings on the vehicles. It is happening, minor denting, everything is happening on the vehicles, but nobody is bothered to report that particular things. So that is why the non-injury accidents are very, very less showing over there, but it is there happening every day. This particular graph shows, what is the types of collisions. If you see hit and run, there is almost 17.5% killed on this particular thing. With the parked vehicle, that is one thing which is alarming over there. So in parked vehicles, because it is normally happening on the highways, where the truck drivers are stopping their vehicles on the carriageway, on the sides without any hazard lights and anything. And somebody is driving a vehicle and hitting from the back, and people are losing their life. So, and almost, in 2022, 14,000 accidents have happened with the parked vehicle, and 6,000 people lost their life. This is a very easily curable thing. We should not allow any vehicles to be parked on the highways. They should be parked only on the safe side of the roads. We have to park it only on the designated areas. And hit from the back, hit from the side, run off road, fixed objects, vehicle overturn, head-on collisions, and other things. So this is the total divisions. You can use this one with to discuss with the drivers of your companies when we are doing this one. So which is giving a very good data how much hit and run accidents are happening. 20.7%, 22.9% people are injured out in 2000 percentage of change. So every year it is increasing. If you see the data on all the areas with compared to 2021 and 2022. If you see, next we will discuss about, can anybody have a guess? I am just, next slide is talking about the decade of safety from 1970 to 2020. What was the accidents happening on the roads? Can any guess in 1980, how much accidents will be happening? How much road accidents will be there in 1980? Any guess? Because I am on that particular era of 1980s, 80s born guy. And if I talk about 1980. In numbers, it will be in numbers, 100,000, 200,000, accidents. Because now we know that there are 4,64,000 accidents happened. Any guess? Maybe 20,000 accidents were there, 30,000 accidents were there, or 100,000 accidents were there.
Around 50,000.
Yeah. Let's see. Interesting numbers are coming up. 35,000, 1,25,000, 40,000. 5,000. Very good. Okay. 45,000. Great. Some great answers are coming up. So let's see what is the percentage. So in 1980, if you see the road accidents, which is near about 1,25,000, 1,50,000, we can say like that. Okay. And if you see 1980, the fatalities are almost around 20,000, between 25,000 fatalities were there. But in 2010, if you see from 1980 to 2010, it is gone to a high peak. See, it gone, the accidents are 2010, the accidents are gone near about 5 lakhs road accidents. So in the 30 years, why it is happening? Because in 30 years, a lot of vehicles are there in our road. Any guess how many million vehicles are in our roads? How many million vehicles are in India today? If you talk about today, how many million vehicles are there in the roads total overall? Any guess? Anybody have a guess? In millions, 100 million, 200 million, 300 million, 400 million? Great. 140 million, 200 million, 70 million, 300 million. Yeah, 150 million. Great. Today we have around near about 330 plus million vehicles are there on the roads in Indian roads today. It is which is roadworthy driving on our roads. This is actually the severity rate. That means, persons killed per 100 accidents. How many people are losing their life in 100 accidents? If you see in 2022, 36.5 people are died. That means if on every 100 accidents, 36 people are losing their life. How sad is that? Why 36 people are losing their life in every 100 accidents? Where are we standing on these things? You see, it is happening from 2000. If you see, it is only increasing. From this particular chart is showing the data of last 22 years, from 2000 to 2022. And for last 2 years, even 2021, it is 37.3. 2022, it is 36.5. So that means in every 100 accidents, 36 people are dying on road. How sad is that? Why we are having 36 people dying on roads on every 100 accidents? Why it is happening like this? So in this chart, we will just, what is the road accidents by type of rules, traffic rules violations. I don't know. This is again, this is the data which is obtained by the different state police department after the accident. So overspeeding is causing these particular accidents over there. If you see the road overspeeding accidents, in that 71.2 percentage of fatalities are happening due to overspeed. Our roads are designed, our normal road, state highways are designed for only 80 kilometers. Our national highways are designed for 100 kilometers. Some roads, they are now increasing to 120 kilometers and 140 kilometers. Some express highways, they are trying to increase it. So overspeeding, even in that 80 kilometer road, we are driving on 71.2. Anybody knows that, if we are driving a car and we are hitting a pedestrian, okay, so in any guess in what kilometer, if you are, for example, we are driving on 10 kilometer, whether the person can die? Whether if you are driving on 30 kilometer speed, whether the person can die? If you are driving on 50 kilometer, whether the person can die? Any guess what can make him fatal? If you drive on what speed, that person can lose his life? Any guess for a pedestrian? Yes, great. Yeah, 50 kilometers, depend on case to case. Yeah, that is also there. Maybe we are driving on 20 kilometers, maybe we hit and he will fell down on something, head injuries. Yes. So 30 kilometer to 50 kilometer speed, if you are driving normally, there are higher chances of persons getting killed on by the pedestrians. The pedestrians can be get killed by these particular accidents. 30 kilometer to 50 kilometer. So 30 kilometer, if you hit a person on 30 kilometer, also there are chances that person can get fatal. The pedestrians can get fatal. So these are some of the traffic rules violations, which is, even if you see the category others, that is 18.1. Nobody know what is this others, because nobody have a clue, because why it is happening, there is no proper investigations happening on the road accidents. That is why these others are coming off 18%. That is a very high number. And if you see here, use of mobile phones, only 2% is showing over there. And even the jumping the red light, it is showing only 0.9%. And driving on the wrong side, which is happening, 5.4% of accidents are happening. That is the discipline. We don't have a driving discipline. That is why even if we are seeing this 5.4% of road accidents due to indiscipline driving on the wrong side, it is not giving a very good data for us. So highest is on the overspeeding. As per the report, they are telling that overspeeding is the highest cause of accidents. So what is the road features? We are telling that, okay, if it is a straight road, we can see straight road means we can see at least 100 to 200 meter or 300 meters. As per the national highway, it should be 500 meters. We should see straight. So straight road, everybody is telling that accidents are happening on the bridge, accidents are happening on the curve. No, in the straight road, 66.4% fatalities are happening on the straight road. So it again shows the data how the people driving discipline. 66% of fatalities are happening on the straight roads, and 67% of the accidents are happening on the straight roads. And if it is a curved road, 12.2% are fatalities are happened on the curved road. In the bridge, anybody can guess in a bridge how it can be a person can kill. Maybe it's overspeed. People are just driving, going to crash on the side walls and everything. Bridge in culverts, due to potholes, 1.1% fatalities are happened due to potholes. That means around 1,500 plus people lost their life due to potholes on the road. Again, if you see, there is a category coming up others, which cause 10.9% of the fatalities. So this is type of killed by the road features in 2022. Okay, the next slide we will be just going through, the year of the roads. What is the age of the road, age of the vehicles. So we are telling that, okay, if I am having a very good new vehicle of below 5 years or below 10 years, I will be having less accidents over there. Anybody can tell that, okay, if we are having a vehicles of 5 to 10 years, my vehicle is 5 to 10 years old, how many percentage of accidents may be resulted by that particular vehicle? Any guess? How many accidents have made by the vehicles, which is good. If the 5 to 10 years vehicles are pretty good. Everybody having vehicles, normally we change from 12 to 15 years. If we buy a vehicle, we change on 10th year or the 12th year only. So if I am having a vehicle of which is age is only 5 to 10 years old, how many percentage of accidents it had make? It had made. 85%, 30%, good. 40%, nice. So let's see, if the vehicles less than 5 years old, 30% of the people killed while the vehicle age is only less than 5 years. 30% of the accidents also happened where the vehicle age is only less than 5 years. And between 5 to 10 years, the person's total accidents happened was 28.8% accidents happened where the vehicle age is only 5 to 10 years. And in that also, fatalities were 27.4%. And the vehicles 10.1 to 15 years, 12.6% was accidents happened, 12.8% of people lost their lives in that. Above 15 years, 12.4% of the vehicles are above 15 years of total accidents and fatalities. And again, 17.3% Again, the data collection, the collection points of the data from where they are putting up the data, that is not, that is 17.9% of the accidents happen on other. We don't know the age of particular vehicles which happen these accidents. So, it is no matter which type of, how many years old vehicles you are driving. If you are not following the basic road safety rules and everything, you will be having accident. You are going to meet with an accident. So now we come to, and one more thing to add on that, the accident, there is another chart also I have just gone through. The accident, we will tell that it was rain, it was foggy, that is why the accident happened. But no, on the clear sunny day, there are 74.2% of the accidents happen on the clear sunny day. And 71% of the fatalities, that means almost 1 lakh plus people died on a sunny weather. The weather was good, weather was so nice. So even weather is having only a small part on that. Again, it comes to the discipline of that particular driving. So in this chart, see, we have almost 31, including our union territories and states we are having available. So can anybody guess which is the highest number of road contributor for the accidents in 2022? Which state in India, which state will be the highest number of road accidents? There are big states. Kerala is there on the vehicles, and then we have Uttar Pradesh is there, Maharashtra is there, Gujarat is there, Tamil Nadu is there, Karnataka is there. Because in these states we have highest number of vehicles. Great, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, wonderful. So let's three. You see, Tamil Nadu has highest number of road accidents in 2021 and even 2022 with highest number of road accidents. And then Madhya Pradesh, then we have Kerala, then we have Uttar Pradesh, then we have Rajasthan, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, West Bengal, Chandigarh. So this is the time. And there are some states where we are having only few, that is mainly on the northeastern states and the union territories where the accidents are very less. So if you see the first 5 states, Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh, Kerala, Uttar Pradesh, Karnataka, where are having highest number of accidents reported on the roads. In this, these are the top 10 states. 10 states are there over here. So these top 10 states, out of our 33, including our states and union territories, out of 33 things, these 10 states are contributing to 77.9% of the accidents, total accidents happening on the happening in India. So Tamil Nadu was having around, if you see the accidents from last 5 years also, the trend is same. There is no reductions on any of the states. Either it has increased on some of the years only. So in 2018, Tamil Nadu was having 67,279 accidents. In 2022, it was having 64,000 accidents. In Madhya Pradesh, 51,397 in 2018. It was 54,000 accidents happened in 2022. In Kerala, it was 40,000. Now it is 43,000. In Uttar Pradesh, it was 42,000. I am, the data again, we can't get it because only as a states like big states, 42,000 only reported accidents over there. In 2020, it is 41,000. Karnataka, 41,000. Maharashtra was 35,000. Now it is 33,000. Rajasthan, 21,000 accidents only reported. Now, these are some states where the data is also not collected properly. That is also there. So there is a very big things happening on the road accidents on the state wise. If you come to the fatalities, which states? Okay, now we've seen that this particular 10 states are the highest in numbers on the road accidents. In these 10 states, any guess which state is having highest fatality? We talk about accidents. These 10 states have highest accidents. Whether Tamil Nadu is having highest fatalities, any guess which state will be having highest fatalities? UP, Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka, TN, Tamil Nadu.
Let's move forward, Pradesh.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So if you see, UP is having highest fatality in 2022, also around 22,595 people lost their lives. Then Tamil Nadu, then Maharashtra, then Madhya. If you see the number of accidents reported in UP was only 42,000. In that, 22,000 people lost their lives. That is, 50% of the accidents. So all the accidents are not reporting. Only the main accidents are reporting over here. So this is actually the month-based data over here. In every month, how many accidents are happening and how many people losing their lives. So every month, if you see, the trend is same. If it is summer, spring, winter, whatever the season, the road accidents are happening every month on the same pace. It is not reducing. So any guess, what time is the highest number of accidents are happening? From, for example, it is from morning 6 to 9, 9 to 12, or 12 to 3, or 3 to 6, or 6 to 9, or 9 to 12. Any guess in which time there will be highest number of accidents are happening? Yeah, great. So basically 20.4% of accidents are happening between 6 to 9. 6 to 9, evening 6 to 9 p.m., where 24.4% accidents happen. If you compare the daytime, morning 6 to evening 6 p.m. also, we have almost 58% of accidents happening in the daytime, and around 42% are happening on the night time. So again, again, in that night time, 20% of accidents are happening, around 33% of accidents are, 31% of accidents are happening between 6 to 12 p.m. So now we I just gone through the Indian scenario. Just have a quick comparison between India and the international market. See, in United States, USA, it is reported almost injury accidents 1.9 million. That's around 20 lakh accidents are reported in USA. 19 lakh 27,654 accidents are reported in USA. If you compare to Japan, it was 4 lakh. If you compare to India, it is only 3 lakh 45,000 to 228 injured accidents are reported. But if you compare with the personal injured accidents, again, almost 22 lakhs, some personal injury, persons injured in accidents. In USA, around 22 lakhs people are injured in the road accidents, where in India, it is only 3,48,279 accidents are happened. And if we come to fatalities, India is leading the show with 1,31,700 people are dying on road. That means every 4 minutes, there are people are dying on road. Again, it is, this is actually the total 20 countries are there from that. This is from the World Road Statistics. It is a public domain. It is available. So that is actually the scenario between India and international comparison. So what are the risk factors of the road? What are the things do you think that what are the risk factors of the accidents? There are some around 5 to 6 risk factors are there. For example, I can tell you speeding is a risk factor. So any guess what are the other risk factors are there on the road which are causing the accidents? Any guess? Very good. Reckless driving, drink and drive, wonderful. Great. So let's have a quick through on these risk factors. Yeah, speeding. Speeding is almost one of the risk factors which is causing the accidents on the road. And driving under the influence of alcohol or any other drugs, which can be a cause, which is a risk factor, which is causing the road accidents. Again, then people are not using the helmets, seat belts, and child restraints, which are also one of the risk factors which is causing this accident. Then distracted driving. After coming these mobile phones, previously only the billboards. When we drive, we are seeing only the billboards on the sides. Now everybody is using their mobile phones also while driving, keeping the mobile phone on the dash, trying to change the YouTube news channels or YouTube musics. We are distracted on that. So distracted driving. Unsafe road infrastructure, where the roads are not good. We don't have a proper footpath for the pedestrians. We don't have a separate cycling lines. Nothing is available over there. So this is another risk factor, which is unsafe road infrastructure. Then we have unsafe vehicles. What is the unsafe vehicles? The vehicles are not good, not roadworthy, which is also one of the risk factors which is causing the road accidents. Then inadequate post-crash care. When road accidents are happening, we have to make sure that the persons are handled properly, because we will be inside a vehicle. Sometimes we have to keep a collar collar strap for the persons. Maybe there may be some small injury, but when we try to pull the persons out, which can make more injury to the internal bleeding, which can cause injury inside, internal bleeding can cause, and people are losing their life. So inadequate post crash care, this is also a risk factor, and inadequate law enforcement of traffic laws. So these are some of the risk factors which is actually causing the accidents and increasing the deaths and on the roads, on the roads. And so after analyzing everything, UN body is there. They are doing something on some things, and they are not involving on everything. But there is a UN decade of road safety is happening now. So that is basically a 10-year plan from 2021 to 2030. There is a UN decade global plan is running on. As per, there is a resolution they passed. That resolution is 74/299. The resolution they have passed in the UN, which is supported by all the member countries. So they are divided into three parts. What to do? We have to make sure that roads are safe, vehicles are safe. Then how to do it? To do the to fund. UN will be funding the countries for that. Then they will be forcing the countries to make legal framework, because many countries don't have proper legal framework. Then the speed management. Then who to do it. They are putting the government, civil society, NGOs, everybody are involving in this. And this is a decade plan from 2021 to 2030 to reduce the accidents by at least 50%. The road accidents and the death and injuries has to be reduced to 50%. That is a UN decade of action is happening now. That is why in India also there are so many new laws and new enforcements are coming day by day. So as per that, the WHO has created 5 best practice criteria. One is speeding. There should be a national law should be there for the speeding and everything. There should be a law available for the drink and driving. There should be a proper law for motorcycle helmet usage, seat belt usage, and then child restraint system usage. So these are basically the 5 areas WHO best practices. There are 5 key risk factors they identified, which is causing more death and more injuries. And they are forcing the countries. That is why in India also we have in 2021-20, there is a new laws, everything is coming up, adding up. If you see the global scenario, how many countries, these 5 risk factors, only implemented in the few countries. Some of the North American countries, Australia, and some of the European countries only implemented these things. And many countries, out of these 5, some implemented 3, some implemented 2. That means, there is a law which is forcing the people to wear safety helmet. There is a law which is enforcing the people to have a child restraint seat. So these are the countries where some of the data are available. So no countries out of 190 plus countries in this world, only around 20 to 21% of the countries are implemented the laws are fully, these 5 risk factors, laws are fully implemented on the side. So there is a very big goal. There is a long way to go to achieve this task of 50% of reduction of accidents. There is a very good applications available. WHO road safety data. You can go to your App Store or Google Play. There is a WHO data is available over there. It shows you will get many data on that. There is this in this one. We can see how this WHO your road safety how they are monitoring what is happening around the world, which is giving a on country wise also we can go and check how many accidents are there, how many vehicles are there. Everything is available. It is a very good tool. You can go to any Play Store or Google Play. You can download this application. You can go through that. So what are the mitigation measures implemented as per this UN road safety thing? In India also some things are implemented. So what is implemented in India under the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways? So we divided into 5 parts. One is engineering. They are working on engineering area. They are working on education the area. They are working on enforcement. Then emergency services, and there is evaluation. That is happening on the ministerial level. So in the engineering, road engineering, they are dividing on the working so much on the road engineering. Even there is road safety officers are implemented. That is one of the new addition happened on the ministry, on the regional officer. There should be a road safety officer required. There should be a road safety audit should be happening on the all national highways. And even for that road safety auditors, there should be a separate course of 3 weeks are running by ministries on different IIMs or different 2-3 other training companies. They are running it. And there are electronic accident reports are implemented, so that the data can be captured immediately to the central point. Then they are working on the vehicle engineering, airbag. In previous, now the vehicles are tested. There is in Pune, there is a very good testing facilities available, and the vehicles are testing clearly. They should have the 4-star, 3-star, 5-star rating vehicles are coming out. The new vehicles which are coming out are almost getting 5-star rating. So the airbags are getting mandatory. Children's safety, more emphasis are giving on children's safety, and mandatory fitments are providing, like seat belt reminder, overspeed reminder, everything is coming up. Then they are working on the speed limits. Some trucks, we cannot drive more than that particular speed limits. That enforcements are coming on the vehicle engineering. Then automated testing stations, inspections, vehicle scrapping policy. That is how the vehicle scrapping policy also come into place. After 15 years, the vehicle should be scrapped and everything. So these are basically as part of the initiatives to reduce the road accidents and fatalities. Then we are having the education measures. So we are doing a National Road Safety Month week campaigns are going on, where the NGOs are participating, and they are the ministry is tying up with various NGOs, various firms in the country, where they are telling the people to go and give the training to the people. Such things are happening, and there are a lot of changes are happening on the driving test. Previously, we go and just have a 8, we will get the license, but it is changing now. There is a different change happening in the car license also. The H what we are taking, it is entirely different now. It is going to, it is the central government is funding to all the state government to make the particular test grounds and everything which is happening. A certification course for road safety auditors are happening. Basically, it is now only for the people under the ministry up to the level of superintending engineer or equivalent. That is where they are identifying the people and they are giving the training. The person also should be have a civil engineering degrees and everything. And then the enforcement measures. The motor vehicle acts are changing in, even the states are making it stringent. From the central also it is making it stringent. So that is why the fines are increasing. The helmet, we can buy a good helmet of 1,800 rupees to 3,500 rupees or 5,000 rupees. If you are not having a helmet, the fine is 1,000 rupees to 500 rupees. So that is how the law enforcements are pushing the people to get it. And then electronic monitorings are happening, and many governments are implementing the AI system, where the if you go drive on highways or state highways, where there will be cameras which will be capturing you directly with the help of AI cameras. It will show whether you are having a mobile on your phones. Last I heard in last week, I read a news in Bangalore. One person got a fine of 3.2 lakhs. He was a motorbike user. He got a fine of 3.2 lakhs. He has made 353 violations. The bike cost is only 80,000. He got a fine of 3,53,000 rupees. And then emergency care. The Good Samaritan, there is a ministry has published in 2020. Only the rule has came out as a Good Samaritan. Previously, people very frightened to help the people who are on road accidents, who met with, because when we take the persons to the hospital, they will sometimes the police will come and they will tell you are the culprit who made the accidents and taking these people to the hospital. So such part and compensations. There is a compensation policy is also available. Ministry in 2022, there is a for any hit and run of motor accidents from 12,050 grievous hurt and 25,000 to 2 lakh rupees are giving for the death cases. Nobody knows that if anybody met with a hit and run accident, the persons can get 2 lakh rupees of compensation from the ministry. So that is a provision is available. It is a very simple step. We have to go to the ministry website. There is applications available. That is how even as NGOs or the good common people over here, we can educate in our society. These things are available. For a poor person, 2 lakh rupees. So many people are losing their lives on the road. So this 2 lakh, there is a new policy came up. This is available. And in National Highway Authorities made provision for ambulance with paramedical staffs. In every national highways, in the national highways, they are making in between, they are making the ambulance station so that the care can be gone very fast to the people. So I will just go through fast on some of the international best practices. If you see in Sweden, they have a clear policy of Vision Zero road safety policy. What they have done, they have reduced the speed of many of the roads, and they proposed a speed limit of 30 kilometers per hour. And they have made some corridors of 1,000 kilometer plus roads are made, and they have a special separate road for the pedestrians. They have a special road for the cyclists. So such implementation have imparted on the roads, and they have reduced the fatalities of the pedestrians to 50% by implementing a separate corridor pedestrians, separate walkways for the pedestrians and cyclists. They reduced the accident to 50%. In Netherlands, it is also improving the infrastructure, and it is also that improvements helps them to reduce 30% of the fatalities. In Netherlands, it is done. If you in Europe, all over in the Europe as a European Union, they are also trying. The main focus is on reducing the traffic speed in mainly on the cities. In cities, many cities have a rule that you cannot drive more than 30 kilometers per hour. Can you imagine in our cities like Bangalore or Mumbai or Chennai, or even a tier 2 city like Trivandrum or Cochin, we cannot drive on 30 kilometers. If you go to implement these rules, people will be, how we will drive on 30 kilometers. So there is such things. So they are implementing, the countries are implementing such rules to reduce road accidents and to reduce the fatalities on the road. In Finland, Sweden, Norway, and even if you see in Finland, Sweden, Norway, Switzerland, the amount of the fine is decided on the net income of the offender. How much money you are getting. They have the rules that the police can check their net income. Everybody, once you put your PAN card, your history will come up. So as per the amount they are putting the fines as per the on the offender. That is a very good thing. But I don't know. But in India, in such a country like India, we cannot do it because again it is a scope of bribe. So we can't do such things. We are not on that particular stage yet. In UK also there are fines are there. They are increasing the fines every year. Germany also having a computerized point system. In Kuwait also it is there. There is a point system available. If you are meeting with any accidents, the points will be started cutting on your things. In India also many states are implemented where if you are met with any accidents, they are directly suspending the license for 3 months, 6 months like that. In Middle Eastern countries like Oman, Kuwait, UAE, everywhere, we are having such things where they are having these cameras are implemented, and they are actually we in Kuwait also they are started a pilot project of implemented toll cameras which is having AI facility to catch you, and so much fines are happening. So these are some of the best practice, and these things, these particular things are some different thing like Dutch reach. No, this is basically a powerful technique because many of the accidents happening while we opening the door. So what is meant by Dutch reach? Normally while we are inside the vehicle, we open. If you are a right-hand drive, we open the door directly with the right hand. So it is going out. So what is happening that we are not looking anywhere. We just sitting straight, open the door, we are just getting out. But what is meant by Dutch reach? You cannot open the door with your right hand. You have to use your left hand. So once you put the left hand, your body will be having a angle, So you can see automatically your face will go sideways and you can see if any vehicles are coming up. In India, every day, 1 or 2 people are losing the life by using unsafe opening of the car doors. So it is known as Dutch reach. That is a very good technique. Even in companies, you can do that as a start process, Dutch reach. If you are a left-hand drive, you have to make sure that you are opening the door only with the right hand. If you are a right-hand drive, you have to open the door with the left hand. And then another is bubble out. What is meant by bubble out? That means they are extending the carriageways to reduce the traffic movement. You will be having only a single line over there. That to reduce the accidents with the pedestrian. Otherwise, chicane is actually they are actually putting the zigzag roads. In India also they have started now. I have seen many roads in southern part and even in Gujarat where actually I moved so much on that particular area. So there are roads where they put the zigzag markings on the roads, so which will be giving a information to the people. Okay, there is something is wrong, so you have to slow down. So such are some of the Dutch reach, bubble out, or chicken. Some of the best practices are following all over the world. So as a basic person, we also have some things to do. not only the government has to do, as a road users, we also have something to do. So we have to make sure that we are using the seat belt, not only us who is driving, the people who are sitting in the vehicle, front, back, left, wherever it is. In the vehicle, if you are driving a four-wheel, you have to make sure that all the people on the road, in the car, should wearing the seat belt. We have to make sure that our children are buckled up properly. Even they should have a separate seat, till 14 years of age, they cannot sit properly. Even our seat belt will not function correctly till the age of 14. We have to make sure that our cars are having a child restraint seats are available. We have to make sure that, the motors, when we are driving any motor vehicles, anybody in our home, if you see in this room, we have 25 participants. Everybody will be having 4 people in their home. So 100 people are there. We have to make sure as our direct family members. And if we count, everybody will be having at least 100 of their relatives. So 25 into 100. Okay. So 2,500 people are there. So if we can, just to give some information to make sure that, just give them, we have to make sure that we are using the safety. Even one of my cousin lost his life. He was only 21 years age. He was not wearing the helmet. So he was driving and he collided with another motorcycle. He was not wearing the helmet. His head hit on the road. He lost his life. And never drive any vehicles with alcohol and drugs, and drive without any distractions. So be alert when crossing the streets. Because nowadays I'm seeing a lot of people are crossing the roads by carrying mobile on hand. You are distracting yourself even when crossing the roads. So we have to make sure that we are not distracting. Left, in schools we studied, we have to look on the left, we have to look on the right. So we have to follow these basic steps. Ride only in marketed taxis, avoid riding in overcrowded, overweight vehicles, never sit on the top of the vehicles and everything. So these are some of the things as a road user we can follow, which can help to prevent accidents by ourselves and even who are nearby, our near people. We will just go through a general details. As I discussed before, there are some information was there that how you can become a road auditor. As per the present regulation, there is a 15-day certification courses are running. It is approving by the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways. Now it is doing mainly to the people who are on the ministries. And the person should be a BTech or MTech in civil engineering is the requirement. So many, if you go to Google and type it road safety auditors in India, there are so many institutes are coming up. If anybody is interested, you can directly check further to them about these particular courses. Even another one is that is a ISO standard, that is 39001 is a ISO standard, which is talking about the road traffic safety management. That is a ISO standard, which is helping the governments and to how to design the roads. Then again, it's ISO standard, so there are audits should be there, and they are certifying the roads also. This road is ISO 39000 road. Such things are happening. Even the companies inside also, they are doing it. And another thing is an important date, which is a World Day of Remembrance. This is actually commemorated in the 3rd Sunday of November each year, where everybody, just a day to remember the people who lost their life on roads. So this is another day which is there. World Day of Remembrance is happening on the 3rd Sunday of November. And this is some of the hazards basically on the road. That is a black ice. Is a road hazard, forms of melted snow basically on the northern parts of India and in the European sites and Americas, where they're having a phenomenon called black ice is forming on the top of the road, where we cannot drive it. If you drive on that roads, your vehicle will skid and we cannot brake it, which is causing the accident. Then it's ghost marking. This is basically the lines are fading out. When there is a line, there is a road marking which is fading out. This is known as ghost marking. Then rubbernecking. Because where, when we are actually in the highways and everything, where the road become very less, it will be narrowed. And there is a rule. Even in India, there is a, I think it is IRC 66 is a Indian road standard, which is talking about, you have to put road marking from 500 meters, 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers. So they basically where it is a bottleneck type of there. So where you will be having a lot of rear end collision, because backside vehicles are not noticing the signboards, and when we brake, the rear end collision. So it is not as a rubbernecking. This is some of the technical words on the road ice, like black ice, ghost marking, and rubbernecking. So this I have talked about the different type of accidents and everything. This is where you can download this particular road accidents in India 2022 data. It is a 236 page vast report. I didn't take everything from that. You can go through that. You can scan this QR code, or you can go to this Morth website. You will be able to download this particular data from there. So that's all. Thank you very much. So wish you everyone a stay safe and follow the road safety rules correctly, so that you will live, and we ensure that everybody in this meeting just ensure that our loved ones are not losing their life on roads. So let's pledge for that and be a good Samitra. Thank you very much, and over to Ashok sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Prabhish. Can you please stop sharing so that I can share it? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Done, sir.
That's very good. Much. Yes. Yep. Of course, it's a very good information statistically, and we will now move to our next part of the session, which is a Q&A. And to have a Q&A, we have a wonderful subject matter expert again, who is Mr. Bala Sivasekant, and is also our J&A chair for the awards and honors, and he is critically or meticulously planning the awards and honors for the J&A Bharat HSE Foundation. Without much, Mr. Bala, please go ahead. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And thank you, Mr. Prabhish. A wonderful session. You made us to alert with statistics and then ended the session with a great message by taking very good examples from the different countries. A great message, especially the last 10 slides. Absolutely fantastic. So there are some questions posed by the couple of gentlemen. And the first question posed by Mr. N.V. Rao. Can J&A Bharat represent in the State Road Safety Council or National Road Safety Council? Maybe Mr. Ashok Jituji can answer this question.
Yes, of course. Thanks, Mr. Rao Garu. I think as soon as you posted the question, imagine from where I got the WhatsApp message. None other than Jitu Patel. Ashok, this is a wonderful opportunity. Let's have a separate discussion with Mr. N.V. Rao and let him also give some guidelines how we can interact with the National Road Safety Councils. So it's absolutely our chair for the partnership and synergy is Mr. Ram Prasad, who is based in Chennai. You are also based in Chennai. We can connect the dots and we can have a separate discussion on that. In principle, yes, we can, sir. We can bring the subject matter experts and from all parts of the world and the knowledge from different parts of the world to that particular council. Mr. Jitu?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Absolutely, yeah, that's a very great opportunity also. Definitely, we look forward to interacting with various bodies. In fact, National Safety Council also, we can also
exactly
upon.
Yeah.
And the next question, Mr. Prabhish, and people are asking that the road safety auditor course, will these gentlemen, we can get an opportunity to be online, to attend the online?
Actually, it is online. Some of the centers, because it is not fully open to the public yet. It is to the government employees is just started with this particular program, because they just launched it only around 1 year back. So they are just adding up the people over there. Even the NGOs, they are actually, I think, started adding up the NGOs also to club up on this particular road activities. Now it is from the superintendent level above people, they are actually giving the training. It is actually a not a online section. It is a classroom offline section. We have to go and stay over there on their particular area.
Yeah. I believe such audits, people have to understand the various concepts in the road. So online may not be possible. Okay.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much. And any other questions, gentlemen?
I have one question.
May just tell your name, sir?
Yeah, I am Professor Ramana.
Yes, sir.
I am a part of this
Yes, sir.
foundation for the students mentoring and scholarship. I have only one question. In the Europe Union, you said 30 miles inside the city is the limiting speed. Does it have a relation with, you asked a question, which speed can kill? You have put a question. Is it that 30 is based on that? Anything above 30 can cause a very possibility of a fatality. 30 can be the threshold limit. Is it something like that we should
Yes, sir. Yes,
derive
sir.
from
They
that?
have done. Yes, there is a very good study report is also available on the European Union. So that is why they are pushing for this 30 kilometer. So
Very
30 kilometers the range. If you hit on the front side, front end hit on a 30-kilometer
Because
speed,
because in
people will lose
Indian
their life.
roads, we see most of the places 40 kilometers per hour. I think that should be reduced to them.
True, sir. That is why even if you see the previously they are having the city limits of 50. So they are reduced to 30s now.
Okay.
That's better.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Pravesh. Yeah.
Thank you, Professor Saab, for wonderful pointing that. Any other questions, gentlemen? If not, we'll go ahead with the other part of the program.
Sir, just one question from my end. This is Ujjwal Shetty.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Actually, just wanted to know, like the people. I mean, how can we? Am I audible?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
Go
yes.
ahead.
Okay. My question is like, suppose if someone is driving in a Middle East country, okay, he is ready to follow all the instructions, maybe like a seat belt. He is like, I mean, he is following every rules. But when he comes, I mean, I don't want to target like particular country, but I've seen this like the people. It is a fault of the system, or the like we need to change the mentality of the people. This is what I want to know.
You are absolutely right.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. See, if you see that is what in the education part, now the government is doing it because previously, enforcement is there. We are enforcing it. But the education is the one thing. And now from the NCERT also, on the schools, there is going to be a subject. See, the problem with India now is that the country is that, we are actually in the, we seen from our previous peoples, and now even myself, even now also when I am driving, I am trying to put seat belts and everything. I am telling my kids to use it wherever it is. And even when I go to India, if I am calling a taxi, if the persons are not wearing the seat belt, I will tell that I will not come with you. No, means from my side, I am trying to push on that side. So once we follow, automatically it will take time. In Indian culture, it will take, at least on my perspective, it will take at least 30 to 40 years. If this generation start following, if this generation start following, they will see so us what we are doing, and definitely it will come. It will take 30 to 40 years to come to that level.
Yeah. Also, if you allow me, Mr. Prabish, I would like to add one more point to Ujjwal's
Yes, sir.
questions. Yeah, definitely the culture, discipline, all those things matter. But nowadays we are having those taxis like Uber, Ola, and so on and so forth. So there is a power given to the customer to rate the driver. So if you find as a passenger observes a driver using mobile phone, not wearing seatbelt, honestly and without any hesitation, write this feedback on this. Such feedback definitely will help the companies to speak to those drivers to make it more disciplined and to more safety oriented. Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
Bala.
Thank you
I
very
think before we go to next topic, one thing I would like to tell that we like the Dutch technique, which Mr. Prabish has briefed.
Dutch technique.
Yes. So we would like to call that as a JAB technique, because we think globally and act locally.
Right.
What is JAB? J&A. So which Pravish introduced to us, and it's very interesting technique. And by the time you open the door, it's always looking at the back. So let's follow at least one takeaway from this particular session in our daily practices. Thank you, Bala. Anything else you would like to brief, Bala?
Excellent, sir. Excellent. Very wonderful. Taking a wonderful point out.
Yeah.
That's it. And let's go ahead with that. Thank you.
Good. Thank you. And as usual, Mr. Jitu would like to recognize the speaker, Mr. Jitu.
Before I recognize Pravesh, who is a very dear friend and a great professional leader, I just wanted to add one or two quick statement and short, I promise. Mr. N.V. Rao mentioned about the J&A participating in Indian regulatory authority and other systems. We did break the ice in this, Pravesh. About 5-6 years ago, when I was in India, up and down, many different things we did. And while I was in Mumbai, Ashok was also with me. Simultaneously, while he was conducting the BCSP course introduction to so many, same time, I was gone to Thane, which is just the outskirt of Mumbai, correct?
Yes.
At
Yes,
an
yes.
invitation by the principal secretary and the chief commissioner of Maharashtra state, along with the deputy commissioner, Dr. Rashmi. They invited almost 200 police officers from all the major cities of Maharashtra, and I was put in the corner to address the same issue of road safety, traffic safety. How can we reduce this? And I did make a presentation to them, and we mentioned that we will be happy to work with you if you would like to on a formal basis. So now the time has come, Ashokji, to support what Mr. N.V. Rao suggested, and with the help of our Pradesh, we can move forward and help Bharat to do reduce those 11% fatality with so many injuries. And just I did a quick sum. Each day in Bharat, we are killing 460 plus people each day. And of the order, 1,200 people we injure each day, as per your statistics you just shared. So we want to do something because we are thankful to God, at the same time thankful to people like you preaching to practice and do something to reduce these injuries and fatalities. And I think it was a wonderful presentation you made, outstanding. And I saw some of the comments made. It was so informative and alarming. You have given the message very clear. Wake up, Bharat, so that we can reduce from 11 to none, because every life counts. And that is where your contribution is worthy of our gratefulness on behalf of J&A Bharat as well as J&A Global HSE Foundations. We appreciate your contributions, your beautiful presentation, and we are offering you this electronic virtual certificate as our gratitude to you, Pravesh. Thank you.
Thank you, Jit Saab, and let's continue.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very
We would
much.
like to have a, our extension of 10 minutes because we already lost our exceeded our time. We would like to thank our foundation donors and for the global as well as the Bharat. And these are our knowledge donors through J&A OKT sessions. We are almost 24 OKT sessions we are conducting. As of now, we will be completing 2 years of our establishment as well. And these are our knowledge ambassadors. We would like to recognize them as well. And we would like you to
Slides,
join hands
not
with
changing.
us. And there are some, as we were telling, that one of the objectives is to engage with the corporate engagement with organizations. We do have a MOU with the Envo Systems Singapore, and we have a MOU with the Center for HSE. We have a MOU with the HSE Champ, and HSE Champ does the quiz programs, and Mr. Pravesh is going to do the quiz program shortly after 2 announcements. I request our Professor Ramana and Dr. Lakshmi Narayan Praduturu, who are the key people behind this, our community outreach.
Ashok sir,
Yes, yeah.
Ashok sir, yes sir, the slides are not changing over here in the screen, sir.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
It's
Let
still
me
with
stop
that.
and sorry, I thought I was keep on changing the slides. Yes. Yeah, now you see the slide training on CPR and this thing. Professor Ramana or Dr. Lakshmi Narayan, would you like to brief on this quickly, sir?
Yes. Thank you, Ashokji.
Yeah.
It gives me pleasure actually to inform you that I'll be conducting a training on CPR and first aid for the students of Master of Architecture from Institute of Technology, School of Planning and Architecture. Yeah. So my focus will be actually on construction-related injuries. Of course, I'll be beginning with CPR, but I'll be moving on to construction-related injuries, wherein some of the facts stated by Prabesh will come in handy for me. In fact, he was talking about post-crash care. My focus during this training will be on carrying positions, which delves on transporting a victim from the site of injury. We have to be extremely careful when we are transporting a victim from the site of injury. And there are certain precautions that we should be taking. So all these things, some of these things were covered by Prabish, and I'm very glad that I happened to participate in this particular session also. My focus will be on the construction-related injuries.
Thank you, sir.
This is about, yeah.
Sure. Thank you. And the purpose of briefing you about this program, even though it is happening in Hyderabad, you can also invite them for your companies wherever, whichever part in India, So that's one of the J&A has got a corporate engagement process. So you can also engage with these people, as well as another session which we are coming up. It is the training program. One program we completed with the BBS, and this is the another program. Mr. Ugender is our chair for HSE knowledge transfer, and he is especially conducting his session on the training and permit to work protocols, which is an effective tool for safe system of work. I'm sure everybody is aware of this, but we have a lot of budding professionals coming into the profession, so we need to educate them as well. This is one opportunity you can join and get the knowledge from Mr. Ugender Funny. And we released the hazards and safe handling of pyrophoric material, which is a video chat show. By first one we have released, and it's available in the YouTube channel. And if anybody is interested to be part of a similar session like that, please reach out to us. It's only 15 minutes session, just an interaction between the question and answers, so that you can play anytime you want to listen to it. And Mr. Prabish, would you like to conduct the quiz now? We have a 24 participants on the line.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, or
Yeah, I can do it.
shall
It's
I?
only 10 questions. I can just, yeah, sir. Please,
Yeah.
I will give me the sharing.
Yeah, I'll stop sharing the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, you can just quickly go to this one, scan this particular QR code. I
So
hope it is visible to everyone.
yes. So just scan the QR code. You will be taken to the quiz.
Just a minute, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody joined, Pradesh?
Yes, sir. It's people are joining now.
Yeah.
We have 6 persons joined till now.
It will be showing as a waiting for host to start. So everybody joins, then he will start the game like that.
Yeah, I have actually 8 people joined only till now. So once you joined, it will be showing waiting for the host to start. We have 8 people joined in this particular quiz section. And if somebody is joined with, you can go to Google also directly. Just type play.hsechamp.com and just putting this pin over there, the comment box, chat box.
Nice. Let's go ahead. 50% we have it.
Yeah. Okay, so we are starting it now. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, start. 4 on your screens. Question number 5 on your screens now. Number to be precise, you know. Great. It's good to see almost 6 people has given the answers. Very good. Vikram Raj, Vishnu, and DK. Thank you. Question number 6. Question number 7. Great. Question number 8. Only 3 more questions to go. Question number 8 on your screens now. Very good. Second last question on your screens now.
Last question.
Last question. Yes. The second and third position, your fastest fingers wins.
This is going to be the Yes.
This is the UN resolution. What was the resolution which made for a decade of action for road safety?
Tough.
Great. Congratulations, Vishnu. Second position on Ramesh and third Vikram Raj.
Congratulations, guys. Overall, yeah.
So everybody got your certificates. You can just post it on the LinkedIn platform and everywhere, tagging J&A and HSE Champ. And congratulations to all the winners.
Great, great.
Yes, sir. Over to you, sir. Thank you very
Great.
much.
Thank you so much. And just on share, okay. Yes, let me share it. So we would like to have a quick thank you for Pravesh, and congratulations to all the winners. And please leave your name and email in the chat box in case you are interested to support the foundation. We do have our upcoming OKT, very important topic on the 25th OKT on artificial intelligence and technology tools in HSE by Corey White. He's from the ProAct Safety USA. because everybody is talking about artificial intelligence, correct, in every field. Why not in HSE field? Let's listen to him. Okay, and we have our young and energetic chair for the admin and finance of J&A, Mr. Yashwant Garlapati. Please go ahead and introduce Mr. Yashwant. Yeah.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Hope you all can hear me.
Yes, yes, yeah.
Hi. Thank you, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the foundation or foundations, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you for contributing to the success of this momentous event. Our deepest appreciation goes to all the donors who have generously supported the foundations so far. Your commitment to our cause is truly commendable. A special acknowledgement is reserved for our philanthropists whose generous donations to both foundations have played a pivotal role in advancing our mission. Thank you, Mr. Prabish, for your outstanding presentation and your hosting of the quiz that has left an indelible mark on our efforts to make a positive difference in India and globally. Thank you for their dedication and impactful contribution. To our honored guests, for staying this long for the meeting. Thank you for gracing us with your presence and offering your esteemed support to the mission of the J&A Foundation. Our gratitude extends to the functional chairs of the J&A Foundations for their ongoing support. Your dedication to the foundation mission is of immense value in furthering our charitable endeavors. A heartfelt thank you to all the delegates who attended the 24th OKT session. I invite each one of you to visit the foundation's website and express your willingness to support our noble cause. Remember, no contribution is ever too small, and every act of kindness makes a significant impact. In conclusion, thank you for all sparing for your valuable time and making this event a resounding success. Thank you. Together, we'll prevail and continuing making a positive difference in our nations. Thank you, and over to Mr. Ashok.
Thank you, Yash, and appreciate your vote of thanks, nicely encouraging everybody to participate. We would like to conclude our 24th OKT with the final remarks, if any, from Mr. our Chitu Patel.
I think you did a wonderful job. And in fact, our Yash really wrapped it up so nicely. And we are very proud of Yash, his contributions, not only in the OKTs, but it's also in addition to so many different hats he wears, he's supporting us even in technologically, as well as he's our spokesperson. And currently he's involved, just to let everybody know, in helping Ashok and me to prepare the summary of our 2 years accomplishments. So I salute to him. He's very young and he has a bright future. And besides that, I think Ashokji, thank you for conducting this timely webinar for everybody's benefit. And I hope and pray that everyone wakes up and do their little contribution to reduce the injuries and fatalities in India and globally. Thanks to our friend Prabish. He's always there, dynamic young man to professionally well up. Over to you, Ashokji. Let's take the picture.
Thank you, Jit Saab. Yes, of course, let's take a picture. We have a good friend from US, Mr. Carl Heinlein, as well on the call. Let's take a picture.